So, in the last sessions, as a part of this reasoning prompting, we covered very clearly about manual COT, so human guided reasoning, auto COT, AI guided reasoning, reflection prompting. Like first we have to solve the problem, then we need to review that problem, and we need to improve the solution. And self consistency, you have to solve the problem many times, and common answer we have to choose, that is self reflection, sorry, self consistency. We covered tree of thoughts, TOT prompting also. What we will do in tree of thoughts, we will explore multiple paths. From that we will evaluate, and then we are going to choose the best. These are the reasoning prompting techniques that we covered in the last session. So today we are going to talk about another reasoning prompting technique, like chain of hindsight. Chain of hindsight. Sir, what is the meaning of this? In short form, we will call it as CoH, chain of hindsight. Sir, what is this one? It is also something like checking back the previous response, based on that providing the solution. But before moving to the technical aspects, so let me talk about one real-time scenario. Then you can understand well about this. What is a real-time scenario I'm taking for this is, consider a student has written first semester examinations. Okay, a student has written first semester examinations. Sir, after getting the result, almost sir, two subjects are gone. Two subjects failed. Then what happened? Sir, whatever plan that applied for the preparation of a first semester exams, that I'm going to improve here. So we will improve the plan for second semester. Like this. Second semester exams. Do you know the damage is already happened? From that damage, we are going to make some arrangements. We will remove the bad points, and we will add some extra points which are required to fruitful decisions. Then we will implement. This is nothing but looking back the previous result and going further. Sir, this kind of prompting is called as what? Chain of hindsight, CoH prompting. Sir, at what top level you understood the concept, right? Please confirm. So, the main purpose, the main objective is to improve. The main objective is to improve a bad output. Whatever bad output we got, that we are going to improve here. Sir, in this, what is the meaning of hindsight? What is the meaning of this hindsight? Hindsight means something like looking back. Looking back. This is nothing but the concept. So it is a prompting technique. Okay, it is nothing but a prompting technique in which an AI model, learns from previous outputs. So it will learn from previous outputs or previous response. After learning from previous response, sir, feedback about that response you are going to give. Feedback about that response you are going to give. Sir, the mistakes found in the response we will compute. After that, sir, corrected or corrected or improved response we are going to provide. This is nothing but what is happening inside hindsight prompting chain of CoH. So what AI model is going to do, it will learn from the previous response and it will get the feedback about the previous response and the mistakes which are there in that particular response, then corrected mistakes or improved response we are going to get. This is nothing but the basic idea. Is it clear, friends? Please confirm. So now we will see the basic structure and then steps what we are going to follow. Okay. Right. Sir, what is the basic structure? What is the basic structure of COH, chain of answer? Sir, what is the first step is you will get a task or you are going to get a question. Sir, then you will get original response. You are going to get original response. Sir, you need to get feedback, okay, or criticism about that particular response. After that, explanation. Explanation of the mistakes. Why that mistake happened. That explanation we will get. Then, sir, improved response you are going to get. Sir, like this, can you please identify the problems what we face? Now, sir, similar to this, you have to solve the new task. That is nothing but this. Already damage happened. But next time onwards, we are not required to do that. That is nothing but the basic structure of CoH prompting what we have. Now I will write some steps what you have to analyze. Okay. So based on that you can. Of course, not required. Same steps only will be there. If you are comfortable up to this, just we will go for some example prompting so that you will get some clarity. Even there are some advantages are there, disadvantages are there that I will explain later. Any questions up to this? Please confirm. So there are some advantages are there and there are some disadvantages also there. Both we will cover at the end. First, let me go with some example prompts so that you can understand well how it is going to be solved. Okay. Sir, can I go for examples? Please confirm. Of course, in this, the majority of the examples already we covered. Majority of the examples already we covered. Just with the help of this CoH prompting, we are going to solve this. Don't worry, all these prompts are available in our running notes. Just you can go through. So, example one, correcting a customer support email. What is a task? Write a reply to customer whose product delivery is delayed. So, one product delivery got delayed. We have to write a reply for the question which has given by the client. What is the previous response? Your order is delayed. Please wait for few more days. Sorry for the inconvenience. This is nothing but the previous response. What is the feedback? The reply sounds careless and incomplete. What are the problems? It does not greet the customer. Sir, it does not acknowledge the customer's frustration. It does not mention the order number. It does not provide an expected delivery date. It does not explain the next action. It does not provide a professional closing. Improved response. Dear customer, so and so thing like this. Thank you for patience and understanding. Regards, customer. This is nothing but what we know. Now, sir, what is the previous task that we have? This is CoH prompt. What is the previous task? Write a reply to a customer whose product delivery is delayed. Previous response, feedback, improved response. Okay, new task. Write a reply to customer who received a damaged product. Sir, already one task is there. For that, this is the response I got. Sir, feedback. This is nothing but the feedback. What is the improved response? If it is like this, it will be good. Now, what is a new task? Write a reply to customer who received a damaged product. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback. Include greeting, empathy, apology, required customer action. Okay. So, replacement or refund process, expected timeline, everything I am providing. Okay. So, let's run this prompt. Have you observed? Here is a professional customer support reply that incorporates the lessons from previous feedback. Sir, already the task got completed. From that task, I'm going to get some inputs to solve the next task. This is nothing but what this version includes greeting, empathy, and number of things. Clear, friends? The first example. Now let's go for the second example. What we have. Improved Java explanation. So the previous task is explain encapsulation in Java. What is the response I got? Encapsulation means hiding the data. Encapsulation means hiding the data. So what is the feedback? The response does not explain the private variables, getter methods, setter methods, or provide a Java program. What is the improved response? Encapsulation is a process of hiding the class data using private variables and access through public getter and setter methods. Now, the task is explain abstraction in Java. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback and include definition, purpose, abstract class, abstract method, example program, output explanation. All these things I need from this. Let's execute the code and check what output we are going to get. Sir, abstraction in Java, definition, purpose, abstract class, syntax, abstract method, example program, output explanation, everything we got. Clear, friends? So that I will go for the next example. Right. So the third example is improving a college notice. Sir, what is the previous task? Write a notice asking the students to submit assignments. What is the previous response? Students, submit assignments tomorrow. What is the feedback? The message is unclear. It does not mention the subject, submission time, submission method, or consequences of late submission. What is the improved version? Improved response? The improved notice clearly mention the course name, deadline, classroom, submission format, late submission instructions. Now, what is a new task? Write a notice asking the students to submit their mini project reports. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback and include class and branch, project report title, submission date, submission time, hard copy or soft copy instructions, faculty coordinator details. All these things I want to include. Let's run this prompt and check. Yes, notice. Sir, here is the clear and complete notice that applies the previous feedback. So whatever response we got in the previous feedback, just I applied that based on this. This is the result. So next prompt. Sir, I hope it is very clear for you. Yeah. Let's go for the next example. Sir, improved travel plan. Observe carefully. What is the previous task? Sir, create 1 day trip plan for Chennai. What is the previous response? Visit Marina Beach, a temple and shopping. What is the feedback? The plan does not include the timings, transport, food, distance, grouping, or estimated expense. Improved response. The corrected plan grouped by nearby places, adding timings, meal options, transport suggestions, and approximate cost. Now, new task. Sir, create 1 day trip for Bengaluru. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback. Include morning, afternoon, and evening schedule, nearby attractions grouped together, vegetarian and non-vegetarian food options, local transport, estimated budget, practical travel tips. All these things I want to include here. Yes, you can see 1 day trip for Bangalore. It is giving the complete details, friends. So I hope you understood this one also. Clear? So let's go for the next one. Improving an interview answer. What is the previous task that I have? Previous task. Answer the interview question. Tell me about yourself. What is the previous response? My name is Ravi. I completed BTech and I know Java and Python. Feedback. The answer is too basic. It does not mention the skills, projects, strengths, achievements, or career goals. Improved response. The corrected answer connected the education, technical skills, project experience, strengths, and job expectations. What is a new task? Answer the interview question. Why should we hire you? Apply the previous feedback and include relevant technical skills, academic or project experience, strengths, ability to learn, value to the company, confident conclusion. These things I want to include, friends. Yes. Here is a well-structured interview answer that applies the lessons from previous feedback. Why should we hire you? So this is nothing but what we have. Okay. So hope you got the answer. Any questions? So let's go for next example. Improving database answer. So what is the previous task? Explain primary key. Explain primary key. What is the previous response? A primary key identifies error. What is the feedback? The answer does not explain uniqueness, null restrictions, examples, or the difference between primary and foreign keys. What is the improved response? The corrected response included definition, characteristics, SQL syntax, table example, and comparison. Based on this, what is a new task? Explain foreign key. Apply the previous feedback. Include definition, purpose, parent and child tables, SQL syntax, example, difference from primary key. All these I want to include. Let us cross check. Yes. A foreign key is a column or group of columns in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. So like it is giving the definition, purpose, SQL syntax, some examples, everything it is providing. Clear? The next example is improving the medical appointment message. What is the previous task? Write a message for requesting a doctor appointment. What is the previous response? I need an appointment tomorrow. What is the feedback? This message does not mention the patient name, reason for consultation, preferred time, or contact details. What is the improved response? The improved message included the patient's basic information, symptoms, suitable timings, and polite request. What is a new task? Write a message requesting a follow-up appointment for a patient. Apply the previous feedback, include patient name, previous consultation date, purpose of follow-up, preferred date and time, request for confirmation. Let us see how it is going to provide. Here is a professional follow-up appointment request that applies the previous feedback. Yes, it has taken some random name, random dates, and it is given. Okay, don't try these numbers. It is the number in reverse order. Clear, friends, up to this? Next. Sir, eighth exam. Improving a student performance report. What is the previous task? Write feedback for a weak student. What is the previous response? The student must study more. Feedback. The feedback is vague and discouraging. It does not identify the specific weaknesses, strengths, improvement actions, or review timeline. What is the improved response? The corrected feedback was constructive, specific, and measurable. What is a new task? Write performance feedback for a student who understands the theory but performs poorly in programming labs. Apply the previous feedback. Include positive observation, specific problem, practice plan, faculty support, weekly target, review date. Just I want to include all these things. So here is a constructive and actionable performance feedback that incorporates the lessons from the previous feedback. Student performance feedback. Student name, course, faculty, so on so things like clear, friends. Next, what is the next example is Improving a lesson plan. Sir, previous task. Create a lesson plan for Java arrays. Previous response. Explain arrays and give examples. The lesson plan does not include learning outcomes, duration, teaching activities, practical exercises or assignments. Improved response. The corrected lesson plan included objectives, topic sequence, code demonstrations, student activities, and evaluation. What is a new task? Create a lesson plan for Java exception handling. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback. Include learning outcomes, required prerequisites, topic sequence, example programs, classroom activity, assessment questions, homework. Everything I am expecting. Lesson plan. So total things it is giving the clear plan. It is providing a good lesson plan, right? Even it is preparing more. Sir, it is a document. Just you can download this one also. Clear, friends? Please confirm. Next. Sir, another couple of examples. So what is the next example is improving a product description. What is the previous task that we have? Write a description for laptop. What is the previous response? This is the fast laptop with good display. The description is too general. It does not mention the specifications, target users, benefits, battery life or limitations. Improved response. The corrected description connected technical specifications with user benefits. Now, what is a new task? Write a product description for a laptop designed for programming students. Apply the previous feedback. Include processor, RAM, storage, display, battery, suitable software, target users, practical benefits. I want to include all these things. Yes, laptop for programming students. You can see it is giving the clear. If anyone is asking, sir, can you please suggest me a good laptop? Just write a prompt with your requirements. You will get like this. Clear, friends? Right. What is the next example? Improving banking complaint. What is the previous task that we have? Write a complaint about an incorrect bank charge. What is the previous response? You charged extra money, refund it. What is the feedback? This message is impolite and lacks of account details, transaction date, amount, and requested resolution. Improved response. The corrected complaint is clearly described in the transaction and politely requested investigation and reversal. What is a new task? Write a complaint about a bank about a failed ATM withdrawal where money was deducted. Like the previous lessons, include account holder name, transaction date, ATM location, amount, transaction reference, problem description, refund request. All these things just I am asking. Yes, a Word document. Complaint regarding failed ATM withdrawal and refund request. Sir Rahul Sharma, transaction date, M0D ATM Bangalore, withdrawal, so transaction reference during the above. So on, so letter is also very clear. Sir, understood? Can I go for the next? So, example 12. Improving college event invitation. What is the previous task? Invite students to a coding competition. What is the response that I got? Coding competition will be conducted. Everyone should attend. Sir, the invitation does not mention the event name, date, venue, eligibility, registration process, or prices. What is the improved response? The corrected invitation included all event information and a clear call to action. What is a new task? Write an invitation for college level exam. Apply the previous feedback. Include event title, theme, date and time, venue, eligible students, team size, registration deadline, prices, contact details. Yes. Sir, this is nothing but the invitation what we have. Clearly it is provided. Understood, friends? Please confirm. So the next prompt, improving a personal budget plan. What is the previous task? Create a monthly budget plan. Okay. So what is the previous response? Spend less and save more. This is the response which I received. What is the feedback? The advice is not measurable. It does not include the income, fixed expenses, variable expenses, debit payments. Okay. Next, savings or emergency funds. What is the improved version? The corrected plan divided income into clear financial categories and suggested tracking. What is a new task? Create a monthly budget plan for a person earning 60,000 with loan payments and family expenses. Apply the lessons from the previous feedback. Include monthly income, essential expenses, loan repayment, emergency savings, personal spendings, expense control suggestions, monthly review method like that. Yes, monthly income, percentage of income. Sir, how much you need to pay, spend? So everything clearly it is mentioned. Clear, friends. So the next prompt is write an email asking faculty members to submit the marks. Send marks immediately. This email sounds harass and does not mention the examination, submission format, deadline, or responsible coordinator. Improved response. The corrected email should respectful tone and included clear instructions. Write an email asking faculty members to submit internal assessment marks. Okay. Apply the previous lessons. Examination name you have to include. Semester and branch submission template, deadline, verification instructions, coordinated details, polite closing, everything you need to provide. Sir, submission of internal assessment of third semester CSC. Dear faculty, so and so, so and so, just at what time you need to submit. Everything is coming. Clear. So let's go for the last example. Improving an AI generated course plan. What is the previous task? Sir, create a course plan for prompt engineering. Previous response, teach prompts, ChatGPT and AI tools. What is the feedback? The course plan is too broad. It does not include the modules, learning outcomes, practical exercises, assessments, projects, or duration. What is the improved version? The corrected plan organized topics from the beginner to advanced level and included hand-on activities. What is a new task? Sir, create a 30-day course plan for prompt engineering and generative AI. Apply all the lessons from the previous feedback. Include all these concepts. Let's run what it is going to show. Sir, it created a Word document with clear information. Even day 1 to day 2, day 3, everything it is showing. 1 month plan. So like this, we are going to learn from the previous response and we will generate. This is called as what? Chain of handset. Clear up to this? Please confirm. Right. Now we will see some advantages of this. So what are the advantages of CoH prompting? Sir, what are the advantages of CoH prompting? The first one is it learns from mistakes. It is going to learn from mistakes and it produces better responses. The responses will be better. Next, it will use both positive and negative feedback. Both you can provide. It will consider both. And it is useful for complex tasks. If any task is very complex, you can use this. It reduces repeated errors. If any error is coming in my previous response, if I want to avoid that, you can use this. And it improves alignment also, like when we have to use which one. Sir, definitely there will be some limitations will be there on this CoH prompting. What are the limitations that we have? Sir, it requires good feedback. Suppose if the feedback is wrong, from that we will generate next. So it will be polluted. And very thing that you observed, it increases prompt length. How you can optimize that we will see later. And it may consume more tokens. Sir, previous examples must be relevant. Suppose if you are taking any irrelevant feedback example, it may not. And it does not guarantee perfect accuracy because it is completely depending on the analysis of previous, right? That's why we can't judge. So this is nothing but what we have. Friends, understood up to this? Any questions?
No, sir.
Now let me reconstruct that note whatever we have. Sir, all these things already we have seen. What is the CoH? Learn from the mistakes using corrected answers and feedback. And then we are going to use this technique for solving the next level problems. This is nothing but CoH prompting what we have.